Have you ever gone to sleep at night and you wonder, like, why am I suddenly getting all these bad thoughts about my family? Why am I suddenly thinking like I'm getting mad about something? As I'm in bed, I'm just starting to think about that. You know, I'm thinking about, I can't believe she said that to me. I can't believe he did this. And you're sitting at night and you're boiling. Listen to this narration. Abu Umama radiallahu anhu narrates, and it's a sahih narration. He said that shaitan comes to you at night. After you've gone to sleep, you said goodnight to your family. So shaitan comes to you. He starts throwing rocks at you and sticks at you and anything to incite you against your family, to get you mad at your family. You ever woke up from a bad dream and you got mad at your spouse? Mad at your kids? You're going to sleep at night and you're boiling. He's also saying, can you believe he said that to you? Wow, you know, you should do something about that. So not only are you putting off the worship of Allah and the remembrance of Allah, you're boiling in bed. Like imagine if someone was standing on top of you, throwing rocks at you, poking you and saying, go do something, say something. Instead of going to sleep at night like the Prophet ﷺ taught us to clear our hearts and forgive people, and that's your entrance into Jannah, you're filling your heart with anger. All the while, you have less time for the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll share with you this last narration, and it is a powerful narration. Iblis sets up his throne upon water. Why does he do that? To try to imitate the Lord of the worlds, whose throne encompasses all things. So he sets up his throne, right? Like I am my own person. That's his ego, his arrogance. And then he starts to call his followers to him. The Prophet ﷺ said the closest people to Iblis, when he sits on his throne on water and the shayateen are next to him, is the one who causes the most fitna. That's who Iblis loves the most. The opposite, the Prophet ﷺ said, the closest of you to me on the day of judgment are those that have the best akhlaq, the best character. So he then starts to say, he says, tell me what you all did. So one of them says, I did this and I did that. And Iblis says, that's nothing. Next, what did you do? So the shayateen start to tell Iblis the corruption that they caused on the earth. This last shaitan says, I kept on him until I caused him to split from his family. I caused the breakup. And then Iblis says, come here. He says, what a good follower you are, what a good shaitan you are. And he embraces him. I like you the best. Messed up the marriage, messed up the relationship. And that's not to say, dear brothers and sisters, that there aren't real reasons sometimes for splits, and that's not to escape responsibility when we do the things and then we say it's shaitan. He was telling his follower, didn't you hear the hadith? No, I mean, take responsibility, but that's to say how happy he becomes when he pollutes that, when he messes